Hi and welcome to an update video. In this video I'm going to try and explain why I haven't been around for a week or so and just bring you up to speed with what's been going on. I've had to make some parts on the 3D printer, I've been learning a lot about that. I've ordered an Oculus Rift VR headset thing. That's made us pretty ill, get to that in a minute. And it's just kind of like an update on where the channel's going and what's been happening. So, first of all, the 3D printer, as you can see, it's back there. It's not doing anything at the minute because I haven't got anything to print. I've been kind of fiddling with it, setting it up, seeing if I can modify it, seeing if I can do some pretty cool things to it. And, the first thing I've discovered is, okay, in one of my previous videos, you saw us make a blue filament holder, spool holder thing that hangs on the back of the printer. And I thought that was a great idea until one night the printer started making horrible noises at us because the filament got all jammed up. It kind of like went through about 3 different guide holes and things to get to the extruder, and it just made some weird noises. So I binned that idea off. So I needed a filament holder. As you can see, there's a spool of filament on top there. It needs to be held. So I went on to Thingiverse and I had a look around and see what I could find. And I found a design that I quite liked. Unfortunately, it wasn't big enough for the spools that I use. The spools that I use are these ones. They are about 190-ish millimeters in diameter. About 90, that's 90 millimeters in width. And they have a hole in which is about 38, 39 millimeters, something like that. So finding a spool holder for that thing was just impossible because, I don't know what it is about the filament that I'm buying. It's pretty cheap, but it comes on huge spools. So I actually designed this. Yeah, it's pretty hideous, all the colours, isn't it? But there's a reason behind it. It is hosted on Thingiverse. It is based on a design... That's a horrible shadow on my face. It is based on a design that's out there in Thingiverse, but there are differences. The one on Thingiverse kind of clips together. I wasn't really into the clipping together kind of idea. I want it to be pretty rigid. So I printed out these parts. I'll hold it up so you can see because there's nothing worth it. I'm not going to talk about it. It's going to be here. So this blue piece just clips off. It's got guides in it, so it just sits in there. They're all flat bottomed, by the way. I don't know if you can see that very well. It just makes it easier to print them. They don't need to be perfectly round. Same as these sections here. They're flat on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that very well. And the holes are D-shaped. Now, these parts are designed so it's an interference fit, so you just push them together. But if you're going to make one of these things, I would put a little bit of super glue on these corners, just so that it doesn't fall to bits. It's pretty solid with the super glue on. But this bit, obviously, it has to come off, or you wouldn't be able to get the spool on, and that would be pretty useless. One of the other things I did do, I don't know if you can see, I added some silicone anti-slip mat, just tiny little squares glued onto the bottom, and it just stops it from sliding around on top of the printer. But yeah, I've made one of them. That's pretty cool. It does a really good job, to be honest, and I'm pretty pleased with it. So it's hosted on Thingiverse. Links in description. If you want to make one, please don't make it all different colours like this one, because it does look like a kid's toy, And everybody who comes in and has a look at the printer go, what's that on the top of the printer? It looks like a kid's toy. Is it a puzzle or something? No. I just did it so that you could see how many parts it was and how it fits together. So that's the spool holder. And that's the spool. What else have I made? I made another spool. What is it with this guy making spools? He's crazy. As you can see, this spool is a temporary spool for sample material, like we've got here. We've got some Colorfab XT in clear, and I needed to wind it onto something because when you get it, it just comes in. It's like that. You just get it in the back, well, in a box, and you need to wind it onto something. So I made this thing. It's made out of 5 parts. 4 of them are the same, and it's pretty straightforward. This isn't on Thingiverse yet, but I will host it on there because I don't know, somebody might want to make it. But yeah, it's got a little kind of like, I don't know if you can see. Let's see if you can see. in here it's got a hole so that you can like poke the filament through as you start to wind it on. Some people said, why didn't you make a handle for it and things? Yeah, it's kind of got handles on the top, so I didn't see the point. But yeah, it works pretty well. It holds material, you know, you can wind a little bit on, you can put the samples on. So yeah, I made that. Getting on to the Colourfab XT material. I ordered from Colourfab one of their sample packs. It was £15, I think it was. 15, yeah, British pounds. Are there any other kind of pounds? Well, I don't know. But yeah, you get this. So you get, I think it's 10 colours. See if I can show them all here. I don't know what it's going to show up like in this light. That is a pink. It's all tangled up. That is a pink. That one's a pink. That one's a red. We've got black and blue. And it is black and blue. It's not white and gold. Now there's a link for you. And we have white and green. And another green. So yeah, you get enough to make, you know, a couple of small prints with each one, or just configure your printer. I haven't tried using any of this stuff yet because it says it's supposed to run at like 240, 250 degrees C, and the bed's supposed to run at 70. But I'm gonna have to fiddle with it because I have, as you can obviously tell, I have tried using the clear, and it doesn't print well. At the settings that they recommend, it all kind of gets a bit melted, and you know it's not good. So it's obviously running a bit hot for my printer. But I ordered another sample pack, which is this sample pack. Oh, hang on, I'll show you the box that it comes in, because you know some people might want to see it. There you go. That's the size of the box. It is too big to fit through a letterbox, so you know that's annoying. You've got to get it sent to where you work, or somebody's got to be in, or your neighbour's got to take it, or you've got to make a trip to the sorting office to pick it up. But anyway, that's enough ranting about the box size. Just put it in a jiffy bag, it'll come to the letterbox easy. But this is what Colourfab call their special material. Now, we'll start with this. That is the other coil of clear, because you get two, which I didn't think was too bad. This was £15 as well. So that's another clear one. These two, you get two of the same. Now, I'll try and put a picture, probably up here somewhere, of this, because this is glow in the dark. And around Halloween time and stuff, that's going to be pretty cool for making glow in the dark signs and things. It is really nice. I haven't tried printing with it, like I say. Once I get the settings and I have a bit of a fiddle with it, I'll get it working. I'll show it all. These two are very textured, very strangely textured, because it's wood impregnated. It's got sawdust in it. And I was having a chat with the guys where I bought the printer from at printme3d.com, and they were saying it's very good stuff because you can change the temperature in the G-code halfway through, or at certain points when the Z increments, so it goes to another layer, and you can increase or decrease the temperature, and it changes the colour of the wood, so you can have things stripy just by changing the temperature. So I can't wait to give that a go. Yet again, I'll have to fiddle with the settings and get it working, but it's a really weird, it feels like almost like cardboard. It's very strange. And then that leads us on to this one. Now this one it's got a bit of weight to it because it is bronze material. It's got some kind of bronze powder in it or something. And I'm a little bit wary about using this, to be honest, because I don't really want it to... sorry, I'm talking to the screen, not the camera. I don't really want it to wear out the tip in the printer, you know, where the 0.4mm hole is. If the metal's going through it, I don't want it to wear it out. So I'm going to use this with caution, but I'm actually quite excited about using it. So there you go. That's the two sample packs. Pretty cool. So that moves on to what modifications I've done to the printer over the last week and a half. Well, I've had the thing to bits. I've tried to fit a cooling fan for doing small parts. I know people mentioned cooling fans with printing PLA, but I'm not. I'm not into printing PLA. I'm into printing ABS and other weird stuff. So I thought a cooling fan for small parts would do, and I printed out some parts, fitted them to the printer, bought another fan, reflashed the firmware on the printer again to get the extruder fan to work as a cooling fan, reprogrammed it all, got all the G codes and everything sorted out, and it made no difference at all. It made absolutely no difference to the print at all. It was all just coming out exactly the same as it was without the cooling fan. So I then stripped it all back down and took it all out, and then just put it back together as stock with Repetier 0.92 on there. So it's all been a complete waste of time, really. So if anybody out there has any advice for cooling fans and printing small parts of ABS, I'd love to know, because I don't understand what a cooling fan actually does, or whether, you know, you need a bigger fan or a lot of airflow or whatever. But yeah, it's been an adventure. I've rewired the thing and then unrewired it. Unrewired? Yeah, that'll do. But yeah, that's been pretty interesting. Let's get rid of that. So, what else has been happening? Well, I bought an Oculus Rift VR headset, and I've discovered what Rift sickness is, because it makes me really, really ill. I've had it about a week now, and I was going to make a video pretty much every day. When I came in from work, I thought, yeah, I'll make a Rift video tonight, and I'll show the capabilities of the Oculus Rift, and it just makes me so ill. Use it for about 20 or 30 minutes, and that was it. The first time I used it, I was ill for 5 hours. It's not good, and it's not going to make a good video. Not that this is going to be a good video either, so, oh well. But yeah, Rift videos are going to be coming. I am still going to do gaming videos. I hope people out there don't think I'm not doing gaming videos just because I've got the 3D printer. It is taking up a lot of my time at the minute, learning how to use the thing and learning how to configure it. But I am going to do gaming videos. Probably not that many Spectrum videos now, because, you know, the Spectrum games have kind of dried up a bit. I've played the ones that I remember, the ones that are pretty half decent. Don't want to just fill the channel up with rubbish games. So I might start doing newer games like Super Hexagon and The Impossible Game, and other really hard games like what is it, Binding of Isaac. I've had Binding of Isaac for a while now. Haven't done a video on it because I'm not very good at it, and you just don't want to watch us get killed a lot, you know. I've seen people on YouTube do Binding of Isaac videos, and they're absolutely awesome at it, and I don't know how they get that awesome. I've seen people do Super Hexagon, you know, dead simple. You've even seen people do The Impossible Game with their eyes closed. That's crazy. I'm nowhere near that good. But don't worry, I still am going to do gaming videos. We're going to pretty much return to normal over the next couple of weeks. I'm trying not to get the 3D printer taking up too much of my time. But of course, I will still do 3D printing videos as well, because they seem really popular. A lot of people are interested in technology. I'm really interested in the technology. I've learned a lot, and I think it's rather fantastic, to be honest. Which leads me boldly on to 3,000 total views for the channel. That is unbelievable. I mean, my mind was blown this morning. I was blown away, totally blown away when I checked it out, and it was 3,000 views. I was kind of, what? 26 subscribers as well, 3,000 views, unbelievable. I've only got like, what, 40 odd videos on there, so I just want to put a big thank you out to everybody who's took time out to click on my video, watch it, suffer my horrible voice, having to listen to me droning on and ranting and really playing games rather badly and stuff. You know, it's been absolutely fantastic. This is great. I don't know why I didn't do a YouTube channel sooner. I've enjoyed every minute of every video. I've learned so much, and I just want to just continue making videos. So if you're going to watch them, I'll keep making them. Thank you very much, everyone who's watched my videos. So, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to say. That's up to date. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'll just leave it there. So as usual, please like, comment and subscribe. I've been Steve. Thanks for listening.